What's up guys? So in this video, we'll be starting a brand new series where we are going to build and deploy this professional full stack hotel website using Astro, Sanity, Clark, Tailwind, ShardCN, and Stripe for payments. The website will have everything. So from a beautiful responsive front end down to an editable content from a CMS like Sanity, user authentication, a booking system, and a payment integration with Stripe. So this is not just a regular landing page or a portfolio website. It's actually a real world project. So let's quickly go through the demo of what we'll be building. As you can see, we have this cool looking hero section tied to the header section. And if I scroll down a bit, watch how the background color morphs into just this color. So if I go back, you can see it really looks nice. Then we also have this button for light and dark mode. We'll get back to this shortly. So we have some sections right here. Then we have the different categories for different rooms. Also have some of the hotel amenities, and we have this dining section where we can also view rooms, and we also have this call to action section. So like I said, is available for light mode and dark mode. So you can go to light. You can see how it looks really nice. So let's go back to the system, which is dark. And if we go to book your stay, we'll be directed to this rooms page. So let's quickly go there. All right, so we're currently in the rooms page where we can filter between different rooms. And if we click on all, we get all the rooms that are available. And the same tie down. So if I go back to the home page, I can also click on this and it will give me the rooms that's under these luxury rooms. But let's just do it directly from here. So let's click on I think this one looks nice. So book now. Then we're directed to this details page. And by the way, all this content you are seeing here is editable from Sanity. So once you make your changes in Sanity, you get the update right here. So this is the main image, and we'll also have some thumbnail images that the user can select from. Then we'll have some description. Again, all these are editable, as well as the icons and everything. So I can add more amenities if I choose to. And you can see there's already a review for this room that says, I enjoyed my stay in this room. So let's quickly book a room. So if we try to select the date, and we are using ShardCN calendars components, it really looks nice. So let's say 9th to 10, the number of rooms. So as you can see, this price here is just the static price. Then if there's a discount, it gets applied and you get the actual amount. Again, everything here is editable from Sanity. So if I add more rooms, you can see the price will go up. So let me just leave it at 270. Then you can add the number of children. I think the maximum is 4 for each. So 4. So leave it at 33. So once I click on book now, it's telling me to sign in to make a reservation. So we have to be authenticated before we can make any reservation. So I'll quickly click on login and we'll continue with our Google. Continue. And as you can see, we are logged in now and we were directed back to the page that we were in before. So it didn't take me back to the home page. So we'll pick the date again. So we'll say 9th to 10. Then I'll leave it like so. Let me just make this 2 and 2. Then when we hit book now, we are going to go to Stripe checkout. As you can see, this is the name, the amount, then the other properties that we added. So 1 room, 2 adults, 2 children, the check-in date and the checkout date. So I'll say pay without link. So I'll quickly fill out these details because I don't want you guys to see my credit card info. So I just use this form filler to fill out some dummy content. So I'll click on pay. So now we are directed to a success page if everything works fine. So you can see that our booking is confirmed. Thank you, Lawrence, for your reservation. Your booking has been successfully processed and confirmed. So we also get this reservation ID as well. Then I can quickly view my bookings and return to my home page. So I'll click on view my bookings right now. And I have 2 bookings. And by the way, I will try to fix this. I don't know why there's no space underneath. But you can see the date. So this one was the previous one. Today's date is 9, so this is the one I want. The booking is confirmed. Again, this status is going to change from our CMS, which is Sanity. So I'll quickly click on it to get to the bookings details page. So this one is quite different from the room details page. So we get the booking information, the check-in and the checkout dates, number of guests, number of rooms, the room type, the number of nights. So if it's more than 1, we get 2 nights here, plural, and the total price. Then I can also cancel a booking, and we can also leave a review. So before we leave a review, let me quickly go to my Sanity Studio. And as you can see, it's embedded to our URL, so our website URL/admin. As you can see now, we have 1 user. And don't worry, you're just having the user ID, name, and email. And as you can see, it's just read only. I can't edit them. So also have the image URL and when it's created. So for the rooms, these are all the rooms. We'll create a new room in a minute. I'll show you how that works. Then for the bookings, this is the booking we just made. So we get the reservation ID, the user, a reference to the user that created the booking, a reference to the room that's been booked, the check-in and checkout date, number of rooms, number of adults, total price, booking status. As you can see, the booking status was confirmed, but you can set it to checked in, checked out, cancelled, and all. Then the payment status as well. This one is from Stripe webhook, because we're making use of Stripe webhooks as well, and when that booking was created. So before we create a new room, let me quickly add a review. So go to review, and this is the previous review. So let me just say 3-star. This room is, the room was really nice. Then click on submit review. Say review submitted successfully. Then if we get back here, you can see that we get that review instantly. So again, there's a reference to the person that leave the review, the room that he or she booked, then the rating. So 5 is for excellent, 1 is for poor, 3 is for good, and you get the jazz. And this is the comment as well, then when it was created. And by default, if we try to go back to that room, so what's the name of the room? Sterling suit. So if we click on this room now, we would still see the previous one. So as you can see, today's date is different from what is showing here because the review is not approved. So you can decide to approve it. So we'll click on publish, and this is not going to work out of the box. So as you can see, it's not working and it's perfectly fine. And in order for us to just see this review that we are approved, we just need to run a build, and I will show you how to do that shortly as well. But the room has been approved. And again, once a room has been booked, so let's see the dates that this was booked. So 9th to 10. So if another user, so I've just assumed this is another user now, or even that the same user tries to book for that room again, so 9th to 10, we'll get an error letting the user know that the room is not available for that particular set of dates. And even though you try to do something like 10 to 11, it's still going to throw an error. But if you do a date after that, like 11th to 12, then that will work fine. So let's quickly go and create a new room. So click on plus right here. Then we'll call this one test room. Then we'll generate this log for it. So set the category. Let me put this in luxury. So say this is a test room. Then we can upload the main image. So let me just upload this. So say room here. Then we can add different thumbnail images with their auth as well. So just add this. So just add one and leave it like so. Then for the features are these data right here. So click on add item. The first one is the icon. So the icons right here. So let's just quickly say this would be bed and the number of sleeps. So sleeps is the default one here. And we just need to append just this value right here because these data are kind of, we can change them, but they're kind of static based on because it's consistent in all the pages. So we just come here and say for the first one, say 2 adults, then we'll add another one. This one now will be for the size, and this is a ruler, so the icon will be ruler, and this will be size, and the size is what? So 400 square feet. So paste this here, and for the last one is camera. So say camera, and this will be view, and this is city view. So we say city view. Then for the amenities, the same approach. You can click on this. So for the icons, we have Wi-Fi, air cooling. So copy this and say icon is Wi-Fi and the name is Wi-Fi. So let's do TV. So copy this. And again, you can make them available and unavailable. So we'll enable this and make it available. This one as well, make it available. Then this is TV, paste it here. And if you are wondering how I'm getting this, I'll show you how you can do this easily because I'm just appending a string and we're basically searching if it matches an icon, then we'll display the icon. So click back, then let's do for air cooling. Then air cooling is AC, then let's do two more. So working shower, so make it available. So it should be shower. Paste this here, and let's do one more. So let's do for coffee. Let's just say let's do breakfast. All right, go back. Then you can also add a special note. So the special note is this note right here. So you can make this dynamic for each of the rooms. So I'll just paste this here. And for us to know that it's working, I'll just change this to 2 p.m. Then for the price, I just make this $100, and you can add discount as well. Yeah, so I just make it 10% discount, and it's available for booking. You can decide to disable it, but by default, it's enabled. So everything is good. You can click on publish now. So the test room was published, and what was the category again? Luxury room. So if we go to rooms, so if we select the luxury suite and we scroll down, you can see the room coming in real time. But if we try to book now, it's not going to work and we're going to get a 404 error. So let me try that out. So as you can see, it's not working, and the issue is because our data is being cached. So we need to run a fresh build in order for us to get the recent data. And in cases such as this, the data don't change very often. So to do that, we'll come back to our studio, then we'll go to this deploy tab and I will click on deploy. So we're triggering a deploy directly from Netlify, and after a minute or so, we should be able to view the room and also see the review that we added. So our build is ready. So if we go back now and click on it, it should now load the entire data. So you can see all the data we added here, then the thumbnail images, the price, and 2 p.m. And now you can see the previous review that we left for this room. I think this is it. And again, you can see the new breakfast amenity that we added here. All right, a little break in transmission. I forgot to talk about the cancel button. So you can cancel a booking. So if I click on cancel, I'll get this model and say, are you sure you want to cancel this booking? So I'll say yes. And the booking has been cancelled, so you won't see it here anymore. And if we go to the booking, we'll check right here, then we'll see that that booking has been cancelled. And another thing I forgot to mention is that after we're done with this series, I'll post the entire full video for those of you that enjoy lengthy videos. Alright, that being said, let's go back to the video. So who is this series for? This course is for front-end developers who wants to take the next step into building full stack applications, especially using tools like Astro and Sanity. And if you already know a bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and a little bit of React-like thinking, you'll be good to go. And don't worry, we'll break everything down step by step. So if this is the first time you are building your first application or looking to add a premium project to your portfolio, you will get a lot of value from this series. And just a prerequisite of what you should be comfortable with in order to get the most out of this course, you just need, like I said earlier on, you just need to know HTML and CSS, basic JavaScript and TypeScript, familiarity with React-like components because Astro uses that approach, and maybe some experience with APIs or CMS tools. But don't worry, I'll still explain everything as we go. And while this entire course is free here on YouTube, the full source code is not free. And if you'd like to access the code, you can support me by clicking on the first link in the description to get the project. And for the people that purchases the code, you will also be given an unlisted video where you'll be guided on how to set up the application and deploy it to Netlify. And again, this helps support the time it took me to build this project and let me keep making free and in-depth content like this. So please make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on so you don't miss any chapter. And also feel free to ask any questions if you run into any issues. Alright, so in the next video, we're going to be learning what Astro and Sanity is and going through some slides. Then we'll also start setting up our Astro project and building out the entire website.